Today I'm gonna share with you guys one of my favorite stories from Junji Ito, and it is called Long Dream. The story begins with a girl admitted to a hospital. Her name is Mami Takeshima and she experiences a deep fear of dying. Her neurosurgeon is telling her that he's trying his best to fight her condition, but she doesn't believe him because she feels like death is coming for her. Because last night, she had an encounter with a strange guy. The doctor tells her that he wasn't dead, he was just another patient. But she was convinced that he's terrifying, inhuman, and that he's not of this world. Then the doctor starts to worry about that patient walking the halls at night. He states that if he's doing that, perhaps he's too afraid to sleep. Dr. Kuroda explains to the other doctor about this unique case, which is about a guy named Tetsuro Mukora that was admitted to the hospital because he was having long dreams. Mukora explains how the duration of his dreams seems to lengthen with each passing night. Doctor asks, "How long do your dreams last now?" Mukora answers, "Every night, about a year." The doctor didn't believe a single word that Mukora said, but anyways he decided to spend the night with him, checking his sleeping patterns. The doctor realizes that there was something wrong with Mukora judging by his brain waves and eye movements when he was sleeping. When Mukora wakes up, he said it was terrifying and it lasted a year and a half. The doctor starts to believe him and said, "As I continued to observe him, I could only come to one conclusion. When he fell into a deep sleep, there was a brief moment where he went into convulsions. In that instant, he seemed to be dreaming, and yet for him, that one moment could feel like months and months. Hence the illusion of a long dream." Mukora was begging for a cure to his illness, but the doctor wasn't sure about what to do about it. And then he states, "Last night, I dreamt for 10 years, doctor. My dreams are growing longer and longer." The doctor responds with an, "I need you to understand this, Mr. Mukora. Your long dreams are just an illusion. In reality, they last only an instant. There is nothing to fear." But then Mukora complains about how lonely and filthy those dreams feel. "Last night, I was a soldier trapped in the jungle, constantly on the run from the enemy. 10 long years, doctor. So very long. The night before that, I was stuck cramming for tests. 9 years of endless exams and all-nighters. How about 8 years of searching for a toilet that doesn't exist? How do you think that feels? It won't be long until my dreams drag out to 100 or 200 years." The doctors kept checking his brain waves while he was sleeping, and then they found out that after a month, he would wake up every day speaking with a different intonation than he had before. It was like he was trying to talk to someone from another century. His brain showed signs of actually having experienced such lengths of time. He seemed lost in a different time and space to our own. As time progresses, Mukora's physical appearance deteriorates, becoming a monster and starting to forget everything as he wakes up. The last time he was dreaming about the girl of the beginning, Mami and him being a couple and the doctor keeping them apart. So he freaks out and runs into Mami's room and of course scares her. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. She thought it was death coming for her and he couldn't understand what was going on, why she was so scared of him. This part makes me a little sad. He realizes that everything was just a dream. The years we spent together, nothing but a dream. In reality, I am not her husband. I am a man she screams at and calls death. "I'm scared, doctor. If these dreams keep getting longer, perhaps one day they will never end. And then, what will happen to me? What happens to the man who wakes from an endless dream?" And he was right, because eventually he became this. At this point, the doctor finds out that he had finally fallen into an endless dream and decided to don't leave him alone till the next day. As the night was passing by, he notices how Mukora's skin started to break into pieces. He was like disintegrating. And finally, his spirit left his body, and from the crumbled remains of his brain, they discovered crystals of unknown properties. And the doctor tried to find the link between the crystals and the dreams that he had. But at the end, he couldn't find anything. After all that, the nurses realizes that Mommy was sleeping very well lately, which is weird because he wasn't like that before. Mommy tells the doctor that it's really weird. She has been having long dreams, like living out a whole month in a night. Then the doctors have this conversation where they compare Mukora's case with what Mommy is experiencing right now. One of the doctors were worried about the illness to be contagious till the other doctor confessed that he was administering to her the substance that he extracted from Tetsuro Mukora. And he says that to find its true application, we would have had to test it on humans sooner or later. He states that she's terrified of dying, but what if she were able to dream forever? Technically, she wouldn't die. She will just get stuck in an endless dream. And that's the end of this story.